From TES Studio, the absolute coolest accessory I've seen for a Cybertruck. It is a fridge to put all of my water in.
Don't give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own.
All right, first we're gonna unbox this guy, then we're gonna take a look at it inside, and then we're gonna install it and look at the final result. So again, this is from TES Studio. I've done a ton of business with them and got some really great products. As a quick reminder, this is just some of the cool modifications we've got from TES Studio for the Cybertruck. First, we have this safe that is in the console where I can actually lock up my valuables. An additional screen right above the steering wheel. Some of my favorites, these puddle lights. These look awesome when you open the door. Some carbon fiber upgrades. And then something you'll see later in the video, an alternate power system right on the front console. Now you can check out all of those and this on their website. There's a link and a discount code in the description of this video. So pretty nice packaging it came in. It actually had a pretty durable outer package as well to make sure it didn't get dirty and damage too much. All right, so this is what you have. First, a huge TES Studio decal right at the top there. Couple black and white, which is awesome. Packed pretty well, you can see, with foam inserts. You have a warranty card, instructions. You have a few of, don't even know what the hell these are. I think metal braces probably for the sides. Because this doesn't just sit in there. Prior to receiving this, I actually had this storage compartment right here in the middle of the Cybertruck. So this is going to take the place of that, and that storage container essentially just sat in there. There's going to be a few modifications we have to do to get this in there. So let me unpack it here. Definitely bigger than I thought it would be.
That's what she said.
All right, and then you have the AC unit. So it looks like 4 pieces, plus the decals. And here it is in all of its glory. So again, very Cybertruck in design. It's black, which will meld well with the floor. Has a little bit of protective covering on it right here. I'm gonna wait until we install it to take it off right up here. And again, a rubber grip pad at the top. This is probably if you want to place things like your phone or your sunglasses. Now let's pop this open and take a look at the inside. So, little tray right here, another compartment here, maybe for, I don't know, vegetables. I haven't read the instructions or anything. All right, so here is the user manual right here. Not only does it have how to install it, but also the functionality of it. Looks like there's 3 buttons on the side over here. You have a power and a plus and minus. I assume that's for fluctuating the temperature, and I just noticed it's actually on both sides. Now the key to this is the storage. How much can we actually put in there? It says it fits 24 cans, capacity of 18 liters. Let's put it to the test. All right, right here, I didn't have any normal cans, but these are 16-ounce energy drink cans, Ghosts. So obviously it won't hold 24 of these, but it'll give us a good idea. So I know for assembly, you do have to remove a trim piece or two because TES Studio actually has a great installation video on their website. You know what? Let's show that really quick. All right, so watching that, it looks like I'm gonna remove a few trim pieces, insert this, then plug it into the back. Didn't really catch what these are for, so I'll figure that out. I think they may take the place of those trim pieces we removed, but all right, so let's see if I can recreate it. I'm not gonna show it in detail like they did, but I'll give you some feedback when the install is done. All right, so the assembly was fairly easy. Took about 10 minutes following that video, and you can see that it's nice and snug right in here. So I'm going to give you a few different viewpoints. This is from the driver's side. You have the control buttons on the side, very easy to use, power, plus and minus, which controls a few different things we're going to talk about. You have that little rubber mat on top to set a phone or whatever you want. And then the inside, which we're going to look at. But yeah, fits really nice and snug. All right, wanted to give you a view from the other side as well. You can see that yeah, fit great, which I really appreciate. And it has the control buttons on both sides, which is fine. I mean, I think it's an extra feature that you don't really need, but let's take a look on the inside of this and the controls. Okay, fully installed. I got it, a few fingerprints on it I need to wipe off, but we're gonna look at everything. So first, aesthetically, it looks really good. It fits perfect. That, like I said, the assembly was so easy, I need to clean it off. You have this little part on top where you can actually set things, and it has a rubber mat so it won't fly around too much, which is great. And then it has an LCD screen, so you can see it's 77 degrees right now. The reason it's 77 degrees is because it's been off for about 12 hours. Initially when I came in, I always have enable cabin outlets on entry because I have this additional charger right here. This is plugged in. You can see the wire there. It actually goes through the back like you saw in the assembly video. Now you can turn the outlets on, but they cut off after 12 hours or whenever your Cybertruck gets below 5%. So this is initially what I had, and then obviously it turned off and it sat by itself for about 20 hours or so. And that is why it is now 77 degrees. Now I just turned it back on and I set it to 36 degrees. You change the temperature by just pushing up or down on here. We're going to talk about the power button in a second. If you put it in tent mode, then it'll stay on indefinitely, but not while you're driving, obviously. So there is a little bit of a disadvantage that it is subject to your capability with your outlets. Now, the great thing about it is it actually has a max mode. So it's like a super cool mode. And I'm going to show you how to use that. So first you hit the power button once, and then you're going to see that it's flashing max or eco, and you choose, I didn't do it fast enough. Hang on. And you choose if you want eco or the max mode. So if you choose the max mode, it'll actually super cool it, and it takes less than an hour to get it from 77 degrees down to 36. So it's really, really fast. So if you're gonna use it going somewhere, just turn it on an hour beforehand. The other option you can do with that is you can actually hit the power button twice, and then it'll actually allow you to change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm used to Fahrenheit, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And then the power button will obviously turn it off if you hold it down as well. So let's take a look on the inside here. You have plenty of room when it opens, which is great. You saw how much stuff can fit in there. They have a little shelf right here. I'm not sure the purpose of this, and I think it's removable, but I'm gonna keep it in there. I could see putting cheese or something small like that, some shots. Then also, this is gonna be kind of hard to do with only two hands here. There's a shelf right here. And this is a good, not only use of space, because it actually uses more space, but it's like a good separator. So if you wanted to put some deli meats, we're going camping, so I'll put some hot dogs or something like that in there. But I really like that feature as well. By the way, I can already feel it getting really cold, and it's only been on for about 2 minutes. So lots of room in here, and you can see how many cans of soda or bottles that you can put in here. The amount of specs, I'm actually going to put it on the screen right now. Everything that it can hold is just kind of nuts to me. And it uses this dead space that's in your Cybertruck, which is even better. So I'm a huge fan of this. Like I said, I was going to buy one of those really expensive coolers to actually use in the vault, the bed of the truck. This is 10 times better. Huge thanks to TES Studio, another knock out of the park product for the Tesla Cybertruck. Again, there's a link in the description below. Make sure to check them out and use the discount code. And not only for Cybertrucks, but Tesla related stuff. I think they have something similar to this for some other Teslas. So much cool stuff that will also work with some other EVs. Make sure to check them out. I really appreciate them, and I appreciate you guys for watching.